In a busy little town, not very far away, there was a church. And in the church lived a mouse whose name was Arthur. But sometimes Arthur got a bit depressed. One reason for this was his diet. All he ever had to eat were the sweets the boys dropped during choir practice. You might say that it wouldn't make you depressed, but you're not a mouse. It made Arthur fat and bilious, and it didn't do his teeth any good either. But worst of all, he was lonely, for in the whole of that church, there was not one other mouse. Then one afternoon, when Arthur was reading, an idea popped into his head. And after checking it with the parson, he rushed out of the church and into the town to put his idea into practice. He almost gave up his idea, but then he thought, if it's always as nasty as this, everybody's bound to agree to my plan. So he hurried on, and only paused once all the rest of the way.
Here we go. So, cheese, 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 butter. Spread it on the bread.
Ladies and gentlemen, Comedy Dave sings a song about cheese.
I like cheese because it's really nice, and it's also eaten by mice. Cheese is made from sort of off-milk stuff. Moo. Moo. I really like cheese. It is great on toast with ham. Cheese comes in all different shapes and sizes, and in all sorts of different flavors. You can have hard cheese and soft cheese, like Edam, Gruyere and cheddar. Cheese.
He went into the first likely-looking house he came to, knocked at the mouse hole, and introduced himself to the mouse who answered. Straight away, she asked him in to meet her husband, for she knew that anybody who lived in a church must be a pretty decent sort of person. The house cat had not heard of brotherly love. They had to flee for their lives back to the hole. "We just don't know what things are coming to," they said to Arthur. But when he explained his idea to them, they were overjoyed. "We'll invite everyone round this evening to hear about it," they exclaimed. So, that evening, when everyone had assembled and stopped shuffling and coughing, Arthur stood up, cleared his throat and began, without any beating around the bush. "My idea is this. You all come and live at the church.
Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as three blind mice? Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as three blind mice? Three blind mice, three blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as three blind mice?
Every evening after supper, the grown-ups sat round the vestry stove and took turns frightening each other with horrible stories about dogs. They meant cats, really, but they always said dogs so as not to hurt Samson's feelings. But meanwhile, something very, very fishy was going on. He's stealing them, the mice whispered to each other. They knew he must be a terrible chap because he hadn't bothered to take his hat off in church. And then there would be no more giggling and tittering over silly jokes about dogs for at least 2 days. Goodbye.